Hi everyone, happy Thursday night, end of October, almost Halloween, can't wait. Okay, so I have kittens and they're like, they do whatever they want, so I can't really, they might just like zoom by us when we're talking, so. Anyways, I am on here tonight because I found some really interesting information from this article. Okay, so it's from a website. It's energeticsynthesis.com, and the article is from 2012. And as I was reading it, I just really started knowing a lot of what was being said, that it's true. And then it just got so interesting, and I was like, well, this is really cool. Like, I have no way to verify this information. Obviously, neither does this person who wrote it. However, I know a lot of the information to be true from my research, my studies, and how we're learning about the actual origins of humanity, the electric wars that came in the beginning, and the different star systems that, beings incarnate from. And so, yeah, I got some cool stuff. So I'm just going to read it. It's not the messenger. Just listen to the message. Maybe it resonates with you. Maybe it doesn't. And if it doesn't, that's okay too. But, if you got a couple minutes, it might be cool to listen to. All right, here we go. Each individually incarnated human being holds a specific and special DNA record of the timelines from their soul extensions and monadic family, which should lead them directly back to the royal houses of Lyra. Okay, so I was going to skip this part, and then it just starts out. They want us to believe we have been abandoned on Earth, or are the product of Anunnaki, Yahweh, or other supposed false alien gods. As more humans awaken to activate their inner Christos template, some will be able to perform this function. And they're talking about how you can basically you can go look on the website. It gives you little tips on how humanity can fight against the stuff that I guess has been going on. And this says not to engage in fear and stuff like that. So this is also why those of us on this path can be harassed and attacked to prevent us from realizing this is our purpose and our mission, and to help us recover original memories and help ascend or transit humanity. Because the divine human genetic origins are sourced from the royal houses of Lyra, our original Diamond Sun genetic template and physical body is referred to as being royal, which means that in the angelic human DNA, this record exists that we are connected to the founders or gods of this system via our genetics. This has made humans the secret enemy of those hidden entities who covet and desire our DNA and use of our physical bodies. I mean, that fear stuff, I don't really play into it. So any of the fear-based stuff, I really like Ashiana Dean's teachings. And I really enjoy listening to all the information that she has. But she talks about how the Greys, a lot of them, I'm sure some of them were negative beings. However, I know that they partake in this hybridization program, and there are a lot of human beings who have agreed to do it, and they're not negative. They're just doing it to try to be able to save their race and reproduce, and that's why people get abducted. It's not for fear or to scare them. It's because they've made an agreement to help them with their hybridization program. Females all over the planet have done it. Maybe males too. I'm sure there are males too. So anyways, this information was just so cool to me. Talking about and then it goes into all the royal houses of Lyra. So they're saying that every human genetic can be traced back to a royal house of Lyra. So I'll read them off, and maybe they resonate. Maybe you know where you're from. The Trinity of the Emerald Order, Gold Order, or Amethyst Order incarnations that were seated in the fourth harmonic universe in the Lyran matrix are known as the royal houses. The Emerald Order of Elohim, seated the Anuhazi feline Elohim races through the Lyran 12th stargate, Aramatina. They are also known as the direct founders of the Christos race, the Ayani Essene Grail lines that include the Oraphim. The second light manifestation of the Gold Order, or the Gold Ray Orders of Seraphim, Sarah's avian bird people, and the Athean lines that are the Solar Rishi when incarnated in the fourth harmonic universe on Lyra Vega through the 10th universal stargate. Sorry if I'm like butchering some of your past planets, okay? I just don't know. Hold on, I'm trying to talk. The third light manifestation of the Amethyst Order are violet ray orders comprised of the Sedishan avian Pegasus people and the aquatic Braharama seated in the fourth harmonic universe on Lyra Avion through Universal Stargate 11. Like this, I don't know if, I guess it probably doesn't resonate with a lot of people. A lot of humans are very asleep and don't know. I'm trying to talk to the humans. Anyways, a lot of them haven't even gotten this far in our past or where we come from. A lot of people still think that we were Neanderthals and, but there was races here before us. I can show you something right now. My kitties are trying to knock over this. This is the Bhagavad Gita. You notice the spaceship on the top of it. I've studied every religion, almost every major religion there is on this planet. Every single one of them begins with beings that ascended from the cosmos in a ship. Kind of like this. Although they didn't know like the words for everything, so of course, the way they described it, you have to kind of dig through a little bit of the stuff, right? To use your common sense, and it's kind of taken a lot of maybe the scholars and all that, like hundreds of years to figure out, hey, they weren't talking about this, they were talking about that. So yeah, it's just, basically if you go back and look at the beginning of it, you were seated on a different planet, they call it Terra. It was called Terra, and you were brought to Earth, and the Anunnaki came down and they tried to help. Well, first they needed kind of like some slaves to help them mine gold, so they could save their planet. So yeah, there's this whole story that goes into it, and it's just amazing. It's great. It's so interesting. It's like reading a book of your life, of your past, and then you start hearing it, and you're like, wait, I knew that. Like I know, and then everything kind of starts making sense, like falling together, For me anyway. Maybe not for you, but I hope it does. Anyways, I hope this was some kind of cool talk and that it benefits you somehow. And just, did you hear that? That was my tummy. And it's hungry. So I hope everyone has a great night. Happy Thursday. Good weekend.